What's up, guys? It is Joe and Kev coming at you again with another video, and today we are going to go into something super helpful for you guys. For anybody who is just starting out on Shopify, this is the video for you to watch. We are going to start from the ground up and create a new Shopify store based on our current store, Simplicity, but it's going to be a brand new store so you can see the ins and outs of how to start something, and we're really excited about it.
Yeah, so today what we have in store for you guys is we are going to create an account and we're going to get you familiar with all the functionalities of Shopify so that we can answer all the tabs, all the questions you guys have about all the different sections. And then tomorrow we're going to go ahead and create an actual product page, and then we're going to go ahead and show you guys how to create an attractive, the front page where it's the main, your home page.
Exactly. Pretty much just go step by step, how to create a store from the ground up. So
a successful store.
Keep with us for this journey this next week, and you'll be up and running in no time. Let's get into it. So the first thing you guys are going to want to do, if you're not a part of our group already, USA Dropship Supply on Facebook, make sure you are part of that. We have a free link as well to start a new Shopify store. So if you want to just go to the About section, click that free link, and it'll take you directly to Shopify. So what you want to do is
get started.
First step is get started. Now this is my old login, so we're not going to do that. And we're going to create a new store. So we'll do pretty simple. And then for this, we'll just call it Simplicity Fashion, which is basically just a spin-off of our current store. And just create store. Takes a little bit, a couple minutes to actually launch, but
yeah,
it's as easy as that to create a store. Now, just a couple more things. Just say what you're selling. This is going to be, I guess we'll just do just playing around. And this, I'm just getting started. And I'm not designing a store for a client. So this, you're just going to basically put in all of your personal information. I don't really want to do that.
I think we're going to have to.
But we're going to have to anyway, so. Should we put on our...
Yeah, no, not fake address.
And this is optional. And enter my store. Alright guys, so once you put in your basic information, it'll take you to this page. This is your back end, and you can see your trial just started. What we're going to do now is kind of just go through the sidebars right here, as you can see, exactly what each thing is and how you can utilize that when you start actually selling and using your store. So the first thing we are going to do, this is the home page. It'll give you a couple different options here. And obviously we'll do this tomorrow, add a product. And then your online theme, that is something that you need to do right away. So that would be the very first thing that you do.
So let me just emphasize the 14-day trial for Shopify. This is for you to get your store up and ready and going. You cannot sell anything until you actually purchase the $30 a month. I think is the cheapest option. But once you purchase the $30, this is basically like, so instead of paying $30 a month right off the bat, it's free for 2 weeks. So they're giving you time to set up your complete store, get everything ready, and once you are ready to sell, all your products are up, then you go ahead and pay the $30 a month at whichever plan you choose in order to start selling. So basically how this is going to work, whenever you guys do have an account, it says your trial just started. But once you actually do get sales, there's going to be a box here that either says you have 5 sales today, how many orders you have. This is going to be the purchase price here, how many visits you have per day. I'm looking at mine at the same time. And whenever you go down, it's going to show you the discount codes people are using the most, the keywords they're typing into your website, how they're coming to your website, your abandoned carts. So this main page here is key because it's going to tell you all the main things you need to know about your store as far as your sales. So you're going to have a tab here once you have sales that you can go into your orders, and that's actually the next tab. So the next tab down below is the orders.
For sure. So you'll be prompted to select a plan. You do actually have to put in your credit card number. You won't be charged before the 14 days, but in order to actually have Shopify, we usually recommend just choosing the basic plan.
That's the plan I have. I have a basic plan.
You can do pretty much every single thing that you need to do on Shopify with the basic plan. So in order to do that, you just choose this plan. You'll put in your credit card information. Again, you won't be charged, as it says, you won't be charged until June 18th. So you put in all this information and the plan that you want to, and then you hit save. So once you do that, then you'll actually have the actual order page. So it's kind of tough for us to show you what it's going to be like because we're not trying to pay for another platform.
It's very simple, though. It's like you're buying something online. You just put in your credit card information.
Exactly.
So the next step is the products. And this is where you're going to add your products. So once you have a ton of products, they're all going to be listed here. But in the beginning, in order to add a product, we're going to go into this more in depth tomorrow. Just press add a product. And tomorrow we will go into detail on how your description should be, your images, pricing, and all that, your SKU, and we'll create a product with you guys as well.
Exactly. Okay. The next one is customers. This is actually a really, really helpful tab. Again, you're not going to really be able to see it, but what you can do is, number one, when you start downloading the apps, which is down here, over here, you'll be able to actually take your customers' emails, like if you have a pop-up app, right, and it'll directly insert it into your customer backend. So you'll have all the emails that you receive from people that are actually visiting your site and putting in their email and so forth. So it's really helpful to retarget them. You can set up apps like MailChimp and stuff like that to send them emails. And
which you should definitely do. Make sure you guys do have MailChimp or an app that takes emails. I know there's some cheaper ones out there, but I like MailChimp. It's easy.
We'll go into that too when we talk about the apps.
The next step is your analytics, which in my opinion, I look at this every single day.
So fun to look at.
I'm going to go into mine right now so I can look at the same time. All right, it took a little while to load. But basically, this tab right here is going to tell you your total sales for the day. However, you can go up here and you can give a date. Like if you want to see what we did for the month or the year, you can tell you your total. Online store sessions, this is how many people have actually came onto your website, which is pretty cool. Returning customer rate, so whenever you guys get orders, let's say you have 10 orders in queue, it's sometimes hard to see who's ordered from you before. This will tell you the percentage of customers that are returning. Online store conversions, this tells you how many people added to cart, how many people reached checkout, and how many people purchased. By the way, just letting you guys know, sometimes you're going to see 10, 15 people added to cart, but only 5 people reach checkout and only 3 people purchase. That's totally normal. Not everyone that adds to cart is going to purchase, just not the way life works.
Try and aim for around a 2% conversion rate. Anything over is definitely good, but 2% is about the industry standard. So
yeah, and this is average order value, and they compare it to the day before. And since there's no sales, it's not going to show you, but that's pretty self-explanatory. Total orders, how many orders you have.
Just to go back to you can actually, once you have more data, you can really go up here, like what Kevin said, to where, and you can actually, right. So 30 days is what is also recommended, just so you can get a good snapshot of how your actual sales and revenue is doing.
Yeah, and then here, online store sessions by location tells you what people are looking at your store, device type, whether it's mobile, desktop, or a tablet. And then here is social source, so if they're coming from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and other social sources. Sales by social source here, telling you where people are spending money from. Top refers, this is outside websites. Like sometimes they see a website they like it, they'll put it on their own website and it'll show you which websites people are coming from. And this is for people that are doing marketing on like MailChimp, for example. It'll tell you how many your sales are for that marketing campaign. We're rushing through this just because there's so much to cover and we want the video to be quick and efficient. Reports, I mean, there's nothing here to see right now, but it tells you the sales, order last 30 days, acquisition, the behavior of how they move through your website, which is pretty cool.
Basically, we'll just give a breakdown. Anything that has to do with data within your store is all under the analytics tab. And then the last one, obviously, is live view. You can see who or how many people are actually on your store at that current time.
And if they're about to purchase, if they have an active cart or whatnot.
Which is actually really helpful. If you guys are coming from Etsy, there's a lot of things on Shopify that Etsy does not provide, including the live view. And yeah, so the next one is discounts. Obviously, this is pretty self-explanatory as well. Create a discount for your whole store or specific. You can do, specific customers as well.
Basically, free shipping, 20% off, buy one, get one.
Exactly. So here you can create a discount code, the percentage, fixed amount, free shipping, buy one, get one, all that stuff, which is really, really helpful to increase sales as well. Then the last one we will go over later this week, probably Thursday or Friday, is the apps. So there are a ton of apps that actually help conversions, help your theme, tons of different stuff that you can add to your shop. We do recommend to not actually add too much because it could slow down your site, but we will, we have a past video on good apps, but we will also reiterate what apps to use for your Shopify store.
There's also paid apps as well on this, so you choose whether you
free and paid. For sure.
Yeah, if it's really important to you, then you should pay for it. I don't use any paid apps, but it might be beneficial for your company. The last one is online store.
That just takes you.
This is basically your whole website. Right. This is a theme that you start out with, which is called Debut, and you can change it up and fix it up, or you can go ahead and actually buy a theme, a paid theme, which is what I recommend. I did it. Helps sales tremendously. It looks professional. This looks like a very basic website, but if you're serious and you want to take it seriously and make money, I highly suggest you choose a theme that's good for the products that you're selling.
For sure. We'll go into that also, like the online store, sales channels and stuff in another video this week.
This is also everything that we're going to go through in your online store, blog posts, your pages, navigations, domains, preferences. We'll go through that in depth. Basically, just to make it real quick, navigation is the top of the website that says tops, bottoms, leggings, or whatever your categories are. Domain is your domain whenever you actually want to have a real domain. Right now, our domain is simplicityfashion.myshopify.com. Whenever you buy a domain, you can switch it very easily in that section.
100% recommend to do that as well. It's just much more professional.
And the preferences is your shipping, main things that you want to do with your website, like your shipping preferences and other preferences that you might want to do, like your going emails and stuff like that.
For sure.
And we'll explain all this in detail. We have to hit a time limit of under 15 minutes for this app that we're using to make it such a way where you can see what we're looking at too. So
that should do it. Yeah. So guys, follow us if you haven't already on Facebook, also on YouTube. We're putting awesome videos out every single day. And this entire week, we're going to be taking you step by step how to create a Shopify store if you're a brand new beginner. And we look forward to it, really. We hope it helps.
Yeah. Next week, we'll be doing Etsy, or we'll be doing eBay, Amazon Handmade. We're going to be going through all of them so that everyone can utilize every single platform possible. So
all right.
Stay tuned.
See you guys tomorrow.